Okay, fangen wir mal an.
Okay, let's start with an easy one. Let's say 62 divided by 167.
167.
Neuroscientist Thorsten Fehr of Bremen University specializes in studying people with gargantuan powers of memory. Mathematics genius Rüdiger Gamm is his most spectacular case so far.
0,3782554. Ja, die drei.
To the 30 places shown on the calculator, precisely.
Ein bisschen weiter mit.
Okay, let's do a few exponents. Let's say 67 to the power of 33.
Eine Dezillion. 821 Nonilliarden, 664 Nonillionen. 894 Oktilliarden, 730 Oktillionen. 78 Septilliarden, 753 Septillionen. 748 Sextilliarden, 347 Sextillionen. 739 Quintilliarden, 907 Quintillionen. 973 Quadrilliarden, 449 Quadrillionen, 122 Trilliarden, 612 Trillionen, 636 Billiarden, 443 Billionen, 46 Milliarden, 968 Millionen, 910.787.
Right up to the last place, precisely.
Ich weiß nicht mehr genau, wie alt ich war.
I don't know anymore how old I was, maybe 2 or 3, when I learned by heart that Mount Everest was 29,017 feet, or that Columbus discovered America in 1492. Over the years I moved on from learning historical dates by heart to endless facts about manned spaceflight. Everything about history, geography or space travel interested me. Since I was a child I had a numerical grid in my head where I can fill in what I had learned.
Und da habe ich mir als Kind schon ein Zahlenraster aufgebaut, wo ich dann meine späteren Fähigkeiten habe wirklich reinlegen können.
Scoring consistently below the pass mark at secondary school, Rüdiger Gamm did not give any hints of his superhuman mathematical abilities. Only when he was 20 did he realize, by chance, that he had what it took to be a mathematical genius. While listening to a mental arithmetic champion on the radio, Gamm played along and outdid the champion. Gamm began to train his talent. Today, he masters all two-figure numbers to the power of 50, eight-figure trigonometric functions, and pi to 5,000 decimal points. Gamm earns his money as a mind coach, advising National League teams and top managers on how to improve their memory and concentration.
That is working. Tangens von
Tangent of 62,875,112.
112.
Null, Komma, 6, 2, 4, 8, 6, 9, 3, 5, 1,
95.
95 divided by 109.
0, 87155963302275229.
13 to the power of 7.
71 Quadrilliarden, 82 Quadrillionen,
93 to the power of 20.
2 Sextilliarden, 342 Sextillionen, 9541234403669724777 743 Septilliarden, 712 Septillionen, 964 Milliarden, 865 Millionen, 601,90.
Jawohl, exakt richtig.
Precisely, as far as the computer can tell, that's correct.
Exakt richtig.
But our journey begins in Oxford. In March 2004, Daniel took us by surprise with a dazzling memory stunt.
The ambition is to remember pi to 22,500 decimal places and to recite it in a live environment with invigilators who will be checking and making sure, obviously, that the recitation is correct from start to finish.
Pi is the circumference of a circle, divided by its diameter. It's a number with no pattern that seems to be infinite. Daniel reckoned he could reel off the first 22,500 decimal places without a mistake.
1415926535820974944 236487925978078780699557
2 hours later, and Daniel is barely halfway.
Absolutely staggering. It's beautiful to listen to the flow of numbers. It's beautiful to see the concentration. It's always amazing to be in front of one of the world's extraordinary persons.
It's almost religious. Quiet recitation of numbers. It's mesmerizing.
56709110517210287481990.
After 5 hours and 9 minutes, Daniel is nearing the finish line. His recall has been flawless.
3587. Finished, yeah.
It's gobsmackingly brilliant.
Brilliant, yes. But does this mean that Daniel could also have learned by heart thousands of different calculations? Or does he, as he claims, have some strange power to see the answers in his head?
Over the years, Kim has read about 12,000 books and hasn't forgotten a single word. He has never learnt them by heart. He has simply read them, every book exactly once. There are over 200 boxes worth of books stored on his brain's hard drive.
When they gave him the test, they gave him 8 pages. He read them in 53 seconds, and 2 hours later had a 98.7% recall, including the page numbers. So he got them all in order. So there's something in his optical system allows him to put things in order when he's reading. I asked if I could take the same test because his brain was the only thing anybody studied. It took me 23 minutes to read what he read in 53 seconds, and I had a 45% recall, which was normal.
One of the main things is that he's able to read one page with one eye and another page with another eye in 8 seconds and put that into his hard disk.
He's just an amazing encyclopedia of knowledge, of obscure knowledge as well, but also one gets the sense that he's a very warm, feeling and soulful individual, and it was actually quite a pleasure to meet him.
Which years did Churchill serve as British Prime Minister?
1940, 45, 1951, 55.
Now, who wrote the original score for the movie Dr. Zhivago?
Marshara.
What is the main music?
Somewhere, my love.
When did Alfred Hitchcock live?
1899, 1980.
Who succeeded Charlemagne?
It was Louis the Great, #1.
Can you name the last 6 predecessors of Elizabeth of England and the current
It was George the Sixth, 1. Edward the Eighth, 2. George the Fifth, 3. Edward the Seventh, 4. Victoria, 5. And William the Fourth, 6.
Okay. Can you name the winning horses, the triple winners in the Kentucky Derby?
Sir Barton, Gallant Fox, Omaha, War Admiral, Whirl Away, Count Fleet.
How long is the Amazon River?
About 4,000 miles.
When did Alexander the Great live?
356, 323 BC.
When did the first record of the Beatles hit the Billboard charts of America?
February 1964.
Okay. You know what it was? What was the first song on it?
I Wanna Hold Your Hand.
All the savants have a remarkable memory, but Kim's memory is like no other person's memory. And I've looked in the literature of the last 145 years, and there is no other case like his in that history.
Forget about him.
At 4, Kim learns the first 8 volumes of a lexicon by heart. He learns all of the USA's highways, phone codes and TV networks, but still is seen as a freak. At 33, by chance, he meets the Hollywood scriptwriter Barry Morrow. Morrow immediately begins work on Rain Man. 2 years later, Kim and his father Fran fly to Los Angeles. Dustin Hoffman dedicates his Oscar to Kim with the words, "I may be the star, but you are the heavens." It is only through Rain Man that Kim has evolved from being a shy and unsociable memory master into an entertainer. He has answered thousands of questions in lectures, on school visits and at research seminars. Female history students fall for Kim's charms in a matter of seconds.
This is my birthday, August 5th, 1947.
It was a Tuesday, and this year it's a Friday. And you retire in 2012 on a Sunday.
And what was the best picture when she was 50?
Lawrence of Arabia.
That's right. This is Laura Kim right here. She's going to tell you her birthday.
January 20th, 1987.
It was a Tuesday, and this year it was Thursday. And you retire in 2052 on a Saturday.
Are you familiar with Rembrandt?
1606, 1669.
Where was he born?
He was born in Delft, Holland, but lived for a time in even old New York. Was once New Amsterdam. How did they make of it?
They love applause just like...
Let's walk down in here and we can have this
They head off to a quiet corner, where Daniel can find out more about Kim's stupendous memory.
About the time they moved in there.
With total photographic memory, he remembers everything he's ever read. He can tell you every city in the United States, its highways and its area codes and its zip codes and its television stations and its counties and when it was made a state. The history of any country, all the rulers and when they served, presidents of this country, when they were born, their wives, their families, all of NASA's accomplishments, when they went up, when they came down, what they're doing. He can talk to you about the Bible, he can quote scriptures, he can tell you anything about it you want to ask him about. It seems like everything he reads, he maintains. At 9 months, the neuropsychiatrist said he's severely mentally retarded. He will never be able to learn. You should put him in an institution, forget about him.
But Kim was reading encyclopedias by aged 4 and had finished the high school curriculum by 14.
Goodbye, old pain. I'm a-leaving Cheyenne. You know that?
How fast can he read?
He reads a page that you and I would read in 3 minutes approximately. It takes him about 8 to 10 seconds. He reads the left page of the left eye, right page of the right eye, and remembers about 98% of it.
Go back.